Hello, Layzee. Oh, nice to meet you here in Timisoara. How are you feeling after a great show that took place this night?
I'm feeling good because the people were. I didn't expect that everybody like knew my songs and was singing it and had a party. I did not expect it. It was totally fantastic. So it's a great experience.
For the beginning, tell us how it looks like your recent musical journey.
My recent musical journey.
Yeah.
Well, my recent musical journey it actually started about 10 years ago, right? When I decided I'm going to start writing for myself. I used to write for other people, but now I started to write for myself. And I decided to start to make new music for basically the same project, but the idea is to make a new track every year, all right? And that's what I've done over the years. And, just keep on putting out music the way I see it. And it's like a visiting card. You know, people say, hey, my name is Mr. Reynolds. Hey, here's my visiting card. But it's like, yeah, and that's what I do for the people. My visiting card, so they will always come back.
Your music.
Right, so they will always come back and listen to the old music while listening to the new music.
How do you feel about continuing the legacy of Mr. President, and how far do you want to go with it?
Well, the thing is, right, this is my own project. It's called Layzee, aka Mr. President. It means I was a member of Mr. President. Now I'm not. I'm doing my own thing. But still, because I was a writer and singer of the old songs, right, I still am a part of the old catalogue. So I have to push that as well. But the main thing is to push my artist name, which is Layzee.
How do you feel your energy and audience has changed over time?
It's really strange because I think the people over the last 3 years we've been doing this whole 90s reunion thing, and the energy has increased from what it was in the 90s. I think people are more enthusiastic, more happy to see the old artist again, and there is a massive excitement going on. It's different.
What do you think it has been the recipe of you as an artist and your success, and for your songs that have been so much listened and enjoyed over time?
Number one, I am me. I don't take myself seriously. Some people, they think, oh, without me the world would end. I don't give a shit. I am what I am, right? What you see now is what you see on the stage.
You are
is
honest.
what you see. Yeah, it's basically what it is. You've got to be honest to yourself, because if you can't be honest to yourself, you can't be honest to a public. Right, and that's my whole philosophy. Do not try and disguise it, hide it, or make anything of it that it's not. Be yourself.
Which are the best things that you love about concerting in our country?
The people, absolutely amazing. It's like always for the first time. It's like, when you fall in love for the first time and you get butterflies, I'm going to see that. Oh my gosh, I got butterflies. That's what it's like, right? I hate traveling. I really do. It's tiring. It takes a lot of energy. But when the plane starts to land and I know, okay, good. We're going to Timisoara, we're going to another part of Romania. I get butterflies because I know that when I get there, I'm gonna find love, and the people just simply love 90s music, and for some reason they love Mr. President, and I'm honored and blessed.
Speaking about the 90s energy and music, how do you feel that it has been kept until now?
I think
Why it made it be kept until now? What?
I think it's a generation thing, right? The younger generation, the older generation, they listen to the 70s, 60s, 80s, right? That generation is now, over the last 10 years, they've moved on. they don't want to go out no more, or they don't want, you know, they've had their time. They're maybe over a certain age and they don't want to go out anymore. And now another generation has taken over, and these generation are people in their 30s, you know, 40s, and you know, they have now the means and the money, and you know, they are in a good place and they want to celebrate it. So that's basically how I feel the 90s were. And the 90s was a great time.
Yes.
The 90s was a time where a lot of things happened. There was a whole new music direction that only happened in the 60s and 70s, right? 80s maybe a little, maybe disco, right? But you know, this is actually the last big music movement that you can actually see and feel. And also a lot of things happened. We went from analog to digital.
Yes.
Right?
That's true.
A lot of things happened, like Game Boy, Nintendo, PlayStation, fashion changed. Everything changed. For you guys in Romania, I think it was when the Russian Federation did not exist anymore, and you stood there alone and you were like, okay, what we're going to do now? And this music came into your country and it was like, wow, okay, great.
Yes, it was like a new era for us.
Exactly. And it's like that, you know, everywhere we go in the eastern Europe, it's the same reaction. People were like, yes, I remember this, it was my first bit of freedom. And that's why it's honored. It's honored more in Eastern Europe than it is actually in mainstream Europe. In mainstream Europe, they were like, okay, great, yeah, we got it, yeah, fantastic. But the enthusiasm and the soul and the spirit is not the same.
Going back in time, would you do something differently? Would you change something?
I've been thinking about this a long time, because a lot of things have happened in my life. And actually, no, I wouldn't. It's a journey, and you got to go through it. If I wanted to change it, then I should have changed it when the time was to change it. Now,
It's too late.
It's too late, and it's taken me right now to this very point, and I'm happy where I am. So I didn't do anything wrong, and I wouldn't change it.
Which was the most memorable memory from your concerts until now?
Oh, I've had so many. Berlin, we played in front of 1 million people. That was it's an experience. I only heard 1 million people, because you cannot see 1 million people. But it was from the start of Brandenburger tour right to the next, right? And then the last experience was 60,000 people in Schalke Arena. It's a football arena in where is it? Gelsenkirchen. The biggest 90s festival ever. And that was for me. I mean, we broke the record, but I have an award for breaking that record, and I was like, yo, I was a part of that. That's fantastic.
And we have got to the end of this interview.
Okay.
We want to thank you very much for having the pleasure to talk with us, and we want to ask you to share a message for all your Romanian fans and readers of our magazine, Star Gossip Magazine. Star Gossip Magazine.
Okay, right. I'd like to say to all you guys, I'm going to talk in the camera now. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you so much for being at the Discoteca Festival. It was unbelievable. I'm glad you liked the show. I felt your energy and I felt all your blessings. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
An honor.